Madam Speaker, does the member know what all these lights are around us? They're LED lights. They're the most efficient from a production perspective and also from an energy consumption and thus electrical perspective and in terms of producing electricity to use them. Does the member not realize that 25 years ago the most light bulb that was used was an incandescent light bulb? Does the member think that industry just created the LED light bulb and suddenly we started using them? No. In the province of Ontario, the provincial government said we're going to phase out the incandescent light bulb. In the interim, he might remember we had the compact fluorescent light bulb that lasted for about 10 to 15 years. Then after that, the LED light bulb became the most prominent light bulb. It is now the cheapest light bulb to produce and to use. That all happened because the government in Ontario at the time said, we want to phase out the incandescent light bulb and replace it with the LED light bulb. And because of their initiative, today, we only use LED light bulbs that produce more light and that do it more cost effectively. Does the member wish we still had the incandescent light bulb?
Honourable member for Niagara South.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's interesting little gaslighting going on there. Look, nobody is forcing anyone to completely redesign how they travel in this country. Comparing a light bulb to an EV while fundamentally changing the entire business model of a multi-billion-dollar industry, it's not a light bulb. So let's not confuse apples and oranges here.
The honourable member for Chatham-Kent-Leamington.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I want to welcome my colleague to the chamber. I too come from the private sector. Just on the subject of light bulbs, the government of Ontario did not ban incandescent light bulbs. They put to my member opposite for the clip, what they did is they put a target out there. We met yesterday and a year ago actually with the global and domestic automakers. And they said, give us targets. They are not opposed, and neither is a Conservative Party opposed to EVs. However, what we're saying is the private sector will find the most efficient and best solution to get to targets. That's what we're hearing from global manufacturers. Would my colleague agree that the private sector is best positioned to meet challenges that we as a society face?
The honourable member for Niagara South.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to my colleague for the question. Absolutely. Look, I have to repeat. Look, we have this brand new beautiful plant that's in my riding in the city of Welland where I live. Is a 300,000 square foot facility that the only reason it was built was because of the subsidies that were given to it. The plant is never opening. It's on the market for rent or for sale. This is an incredible example of what happens when the government interferes with the private sector. Consumers will drive the market. We will make a transition to electric vehicles, but you can't force it by saying in the next 10 years, thou shalt not produce another gas-powered vehicle in this country. It's not going to work. This is going to be the new carbon tax, and I'll guarantee you that the government's going to back down on this in a few years.